When it comes to the concept of riding a dragon, options are surprisingly limited in video games. It's strange, there are so many games featuring dragons as either friends or allies, but there are few that let you ride them, and even fewer of them provide an engaging and seamless experience. There is a game, however, that offers a great dragon riding experience, vast landscapes that are fully explorable, serviceable combat, and an interesting story. It's called Drakan, Order of the Flame, and it was developed by Surreal Software and published by Psygnosis for the PC all the way back in 1999. Psygnosis was a fairly well-known British video game developer and publisher with many interesting and striking games under their belt, such as the legendary Shadow of the Beast series. As for Surreal Software, they made Drakan, a sequel, and 4 other games, then went defunct. Quite a sad end, since their portfolio of games stood the test of time rather well, and Drakan remains to this day an underappreciated gem in the action-adventure genre, blending third-person combat, light RPG elements, and exploration in a unique fantasy world. Of course, the big selling point here is the fact that you can explore the world as Rin, the main character, and at any time ride your dragon Erok, seamlessly transitioning from ground to aerial combat with no compromises in either of them. How did those two meet each other though? It all began when Rin's brother Delon gets kidnapped by a group of Grolls and War Dogs, leaving her unconscious. To add insult to injury, her village gets ransacked by the same beasts, who end up killing and enslaving everyone there. Arimar, the village's elder, with his dying breath, tells Rin of the only way to defeat such evil. She must find the dragon called Erok, the champion of the once legendary Order of the Flame, a sect of dragon-riding knights who were eventually betrayed by the evil Navaros, who formed the Dark Union and absorbed his dragon soul in his quest for power. The terrible war that ensued was ended by Heron, who used the powerful rune blade to defeat the nearly invincible Navaros. However, the aftermath of the war was catastrophic, with both sides completely destroyed. Arok was the sole survivor of the Dark Wars and is now in eternal slumber, hidden in his lair, which Rin must now find. Little to go on, but Rin presses on, desperate to find her brother. And this is where we take control of our protagonist. Rin, despite looking like old-school Lara Croft, is a much more agile and battle-hardened warrior. Even though she can't grab any ledges, she is able to move freely in all directions using a pretty modern for its time control scheme and perform various acrobatic moves such as jumping, rolling, flipping, and even bunny hopping, if you can get the timing right. Her combat skills are varied as well, since Rin can use a variety of melee and ranged weapons such as swords, axes, and bows, as well as some magic crystals with various effects. She can perform a basic slash whenever you press the attack key, but combinations with specific movements prior to your attack will let you perform some more advanced moves such as a forward stab or a spinning attack. Pressing the alternative attack key will make Rin assume a blocking stance with any standard weapon, reducing damage taken, or use an enchanted weapon's magic power. When it comes to bows, you can aim your shots in first person or freeball it in third, using many different elemental arrows such as poison, fire, or ice. Magic crystals are one-use items that can strike an enemy with an elemental blast, like fire or lightning, or protect you with an icy shield. Rin surprisingly also has the ability to sneak around and strike unaware enemies, although it's not something I got much use out of. Of course, the real highlight of the gameplay lies in the dragon riding mechanics. Once you find Erok, being able to fly as him is a wonderful and empowering feeling. He can lay waste to all ground enemies easily with his overpowered fire breath and destroy dragons and siege weapons with careful maneuvering and precise fireball blasts. With the movement keys, Arok can move and strafe accordingly, while with the mouse we have complete control of his direction, being able to spin around and perform some fancy maneuvers. It takes some time getting used to, but it's very intuitive and satisfying to control. Besides his fire breath, Arok can bite enemies at close range and use different elemental attacks when unlocked, such as poison, ice, lighting, and magma. Most of them are useful in their own way and provide different means of dispatching enemies. Each element costs mana to use and has a main and alternative attack. Arok can also fend off enemies on his own, and Rin can call him at any time to land and provide support. His AI is serviceable, although his pickiness on where he can land or fly off from can be annoying sometimes. For its time, Drakan, Order of the Flame boasted impressive graphics with detailed environments, character models, and animations. However, by today's standards, the visuals have not aged gracefully. The low polygon character models and basic textures can be a bit jarring, and the game's engine is plagued by glitches and inconsistencies. That said, the world design is still compelling, with diverse landscapes, atmospheric effects, and a beautiful soundtrack that contributes to the game's immersive atmosphere, invoking feelings of adventure and confidence at the same time. It's that uniqueness that has helped Drakan garner a cult following over the years. A dedicated fanbase has created mods and unofficial patches to enhance the game's performance and visuals. These community developments breathe new life into the game, making it more accessible to modern gamers, despite it being long forgotten by the mainstream. For fans of action-adventure games and those with a fondness for dragon-centric fantasy, Drakan Order of the Flame is worth exploring. It may not hold up graphically to today's standards, but its unique blend of gameplay mechanics and dragon riding elements makes it a memorable and enjoyable experience. It is a classic example of a game that was way ahead of its time. It is a clunky and glitchy game, sure, with many frustrating moments, either due to its jankiness or due to its lack of direction regarding its puzzles, ending in an annoyingly unsatisfying cliffhanger, but its innovative gameplay and dragon riding mechanics make it a game that should not be overlooked by those seeking a distinctive action-adventure experience. So, have you had the pleasure of playing Drakan Order of the Flame? Share your thoughts, experiences, and memories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more reviews. Thanks for joining me on this nostalgic journey, and until next time, take care and have fun.